Sorry for the delay, guys. Can anyone please confirm am I audible or not? Okay, fine. So, welcome all of you on this 13th session of our training, and I will not waste so much time today because we have to cover multiple concepts and in this the in the let me just quickly wrap up the things which I have covered uh, in the previous session. In the previous session, I have told about what's the limitation we have in the storage world and the things which we have, how we can come out of that, and what are the solutions which we can apply there. So I have given you overview of LVM and other things. So how you can use that LVM and PV, PVC, what it means, what's the how you can combine the storage. So that conceptual overview I have given, and today we will go deep diving into the practical part. So let me just summarize what we have covered in the previous session. Just in the so in the review I have covered. We have to firstly attach a disk, then we have to attach we have to create the PV from that, from multiple disks we can create, and then we have to attach it on VG, and after that VG we can create the logical volume, and this logical volume we can use as a block device. Let me just restart my this application. It might be it's not showing. Yeah, now it's good. So in the logical volume, we can use this as like a block device, and this block device we will format and mount in our thing, mount point. And if you know, once we have the block device, from that block device, we have to format it. We will format it, and what the format is doing, it will create a one inode table in the block device, and this inode table store the data of your file size, like what will the file size, how many files can open in one time, and what will be the header size, how we can store the file layer. So multiple format type have multiple kind of thing. You can, if you want, you can see uh, format type of block. devices. Back transfer. So this kind of things you will see something, and so you can see multiple kind of formatted. Um, you will see here. This is the different thing. This is from the marketing perspective. The format. Uh, the inner table. Let me just give yeah, something kind of this. So if you see, we can do these things. What's the uses of this? What's the limitation of format type? Also, you can see other format type list of the file systems. So here you will see all the file system which we have. So sometimes we use for different. So if you will optimize using for the flash memory or SSD, we use this kind of format size. Format style. If you are using block for fault tolerance, we use this kind of. If we are using normal, so we have a multiple format type. Also, if you want, you can see here the name of the format type, who is created this, who have the license of that, and which OS you can do that. What's the general description of that? So you can see uh, this thing uh, very deeply if you are belonging from the storage world. So by the meantime, let me start my VM so I can show you this demo. And for this demo, I need add one more drive. So if you remember, I have attached one Shoaib 20 gigs, and today I am attaching one more around. We have to create where I am creating around 30 gigs. 30 gigs of which I am creating. Let's attach and we'll just put up the system. So by the meantime, when we are discussing, it will go spin up and we can do this. And so, and one more thing. Uh, by the meantime, it's the start. In the I have shown you how you can make your mount persistent. Persistent means at the boot time once you are booting, so it will always link because you have seen uh, multiples tracks. It's they are mounting already on the boot time. The OS your slash drive they are mounting, your SAP memory they are mounting, your CD-ROM they are mounting. So they are mounting multiple things. Like if you have seen in the slash drive, they have a slash root and multiple things. So OS is mounting multiple. So how they are using? So first the thing is we can write anything on the executable file which will boot execute on the boot types. So we can do that. And other most important thing which is mainly made for the file system, it's auto fs. So today we will complete two things. First is lvm and second is AutoFS. So what AutoFS is, you can say AutoFS is like some kind of program which is used to manage your file system. As the name says, AutoFS, it will automatically manage your file system. But I'm sorry, AutoFS is a different thing. It's used for managing file system. Now today we are using FSTAB. Sorry, FSTAB and LVM. AutoFS is a different thing. We'll talk this thing later. We are using FSTAB. So in the FSTAB, it will use for managing your file system on the table format, you can say, or in this it's like your table where you are defining every entries of your format and the types, and you can once you have entered, it will already mount, so you don't have to do the mount again and again. You can do it very easily by this. Also, you don't have to take care about the persistent thing. So let me just go into the this what I say, yeah, this LVM thing. And so if you see in the terminal, this, so if you see, this is the different disk which we have entered. Here if you see SDP1, SGB2, see, this is the row one which we are using SDA, and this is the SDB. In the SDB one, we have created one partition also, if you remember, of 1 gigs, and here we have SDC. So this is the SDB one, and in the SDB I have created a partition of 5 gigs. There we have SDA. SDA is our root one which we are using, and this is SDC which we have attached. So if I can show you with the LSBLK, so you will see SDA is an initial one, SDB we have created in the previous session, and SDC which I am having right now. So what I will do, I will use this partition to create. So I am using two way. I will use this part. I will create one more partition from this, and I will create one more partition of this, and this thing I will convert on the what is it in the I will convert in the FPV. So how we can do it? First, the thing is, we have this SDB. So I am creating the partition. It's the simple thing which we have done. fdisk /tab /stab. So I am going for the help. Always go for the help. You don't have to remember all the commands and the parameters, because it's like a impossible thing. You will remember all the commands which is present in the OS. So always go for the help, and if you get any error thing, so carefully read the error, because in the error also they will prompt you what's the cause of the error, and they will also give the help how you can resolve that. So here I am creating the new partition. It's asking for the primary and external. So in the previous session I didn't cover the primary and external. So it's like the primary one which you can partition and you can tell extended one. In that extended, you can also create one more in the extended one, you can create another partition. So it's like in the partition one, you can't create another partition inside partition. Nested partition you can't create, but in the extended one, you can create multiple partition. So sometime we need more than four partition. So at that time, we will use the extended partition. So because if you see, we can only create the uh, four partition in the hard disk. So if you have to create the more than four, so we use the extended thing. But we have the LB, so in the LB we don't have this kind of limitation. So I'm just using default. I am using partition number two. First sector I'm using from the starting, which we have after around 5 gigs last year, and I'm just saving it, and it's like partition table alternated, and calling it's the right partition created thing. And if now you will see we have this SD1 SD. So how you can create the PV? So we have a create PV create command. So if you run this command, it will be okay. It will throw you the error like not recognizing, but it will give you the help how you can get the help. So if you see, you will get this kind of help how you can create. And also if you want, you can see the man of this command. uh, so like this way you can use. So I am showing you how you can. So here if you see, you can use the partition also, or you can directly use the disk for creating the PV. So I'm using this kind of method right now. You can do one by one. I am doing as both the thing in parallel. So I'm using first dev SDV2 I'm using, and then we have STC. So if you see, PV created PV. If you see, we have created this PV, and so this is the default one which we have already, and this one we have created. So it's like less than 15, because if you know, we have attached 20 gigs of, and we are creating the block of that. So it's like it's in around 15 gigs, but it's not exactly 15 gigs, because at the creating of partition, it will reduce some storage for storing the metadata of the storage, like your inode table and the thing. That's why. So you can do same the thing. You can do multiple things. You can, right now you are seeing it's not having any VG because we didn't attach allocatable on anyone. No, it's not allocatable. Right, allocatable right now. It's not allocated in any P free P. P is like a physical index. You can see about. So uh, you can also give the size of P also if you want. How you can give, it's like a very simple thing which you can give. And now I'm showing you how you can do the, how you can create the VG. So it's the simple command which we have, VG create. And I'm going again on help. I'm showing you all this. You can use the hyphen long help. So see, uh, if you want to see more in-depth help, so it will show you some kind of this, like physical volume and this P start range generated. So you can give anything. P is like a range of like from where you want to start the uh, physical volume. So in the VG also you can choose the like from which storage index you want to create. You can do it, and I am using VG manual of VG create command. So it is always good to go with the manual. You can see the user manual of any command. So if you see how you can create, it's a simple thing. You can use this command vg create my vg. So it's like what the syntax of this command. First is the command name vg create. Then you can give the name of your vg, and then you have to give the partition size like which one. Yeah. So it's like which one you have to give. You can give here, and how you can give. So VG create. I am giving FTI VG. You can give any name, and the physical. What's the our? Let me just preview display, and now I'm using create FTI VG dev SDV 2, and what's the other one? We have SDC. If you see VG created, we have other command VG display. So with this you can see, if you see this one is a VG already present for the our this root one, and this one we have created. And if you see areas and what's the size, so if you see this is the size of combined. We have the size of 15 gigs around and 30 gigs. So if you combine both, it will be around 45. Here it is showing 44.99 because of like the it's reduced while creating the partition and the PV. It will reduce a little bit size because they have to store some data, and it will also showing a free P size. So it's like total number of P is this and total size of this. And you can see other things also. Current PG, PV, how many we have, act, to be like active PV, and we can see, and we have a around 44 gigs. So I will create the size of 24 gigs of LV logical window. So how you can get, just go on the manual, see the command. So it's not, I know other command, but the thing is like I can show if anything happened and you forgot the command, how you can do it. You can see multiple kind of LV strings, multiple LV. We have create linear LV, stripped LV. We have a red monitor LV, red LV, red 10, snapshot, thin pool, cache pool. So LV is using multiple ways on the multiple places. So can use this. And how you can create the LV, simple thing, LV create. And if you give uh, LV create, you have to give a size of your LV. I am giving right now 24G, and the name of the LV, it's our first LV. And VG size, VG name is from where we have to create. We have to use this VG. And if you see LV created, now you can see LV display command. If you see, we have created this LV, and the LV path is /dev, and then your VG name /LV name. If you see, this is the 24 gigs of, and now if you see the VG display, you will see here it's like it's created, and it's usable other things. It's updated something, allocated P. Right now it's allocated one is this, free one is this. So previously it was completely 44 gigs around. And also you can display your PV. And if you see here, you will see which name is allocated, total fee P is this. So if you see, right now it's using this one only, because we have 30 gigs. In the 30 you can use the 24, and it's saying not usable, like 4 MIB and 3 MIB is not usable, because for the metadata it's storing their own data. And after it's done, so I am not mounting it like this way. You can do it if you want, but let me show you how you can mount it from the. So mount command is simple. What Before the mount, let me create the format mkfs.ext4. What's the path of our this tab as ftivg, and then we have a setting. So it's done. So if you see also, it will show like this right now. And it's saying like we have a 24 things we created from this, and then so the mount thing, if I saw, so in the links you have one file abstract. So in this file, if you see, these are the things which is already mounted. So how it's mounted, because we are giving the entry here. Because of this entry, it's already mounted, which mount point and this thing we are giving. So what's our path? Our path is /dev /ftivg, and first LV. And what the mount point have, we didn't create it right now. And let me create a, we can give a mount point around, we can give any name. Let me give test, a simple the test directory. And after that you have to give your format type. I'm using ext4 because we are formatted by the ext4, and then we are giving here default. What the default says here, it's like the use if you are using any amount which needs any service. So if you guys know about the video kind of thing, so in the video also we want to mount it, but the thing is once the video service is up, so that same thing we can give here in the parameters. And this one is the argument of this, something 00 means nothing. And now I am just saving this file, and if you see here, we don't have any mount point. So let me just create a right now. Let's test. We don't have any mount point right now, and if you see what I'm doing, I'm just doing mount hyphen e. Mount hyphen e is, if you see Watson, it's in, okay. The special device is not available, not exist, because why? We have given the name underscore and we are not giving it. So let me just edit this file. So this is the good way to test also if you are giving the entry correct or not. And if you see, it's done. Now if you see with the lsblk, you will see one mount point created here. Also if you are restarting the system, I am just restarting this. After the restart you will see it's present. Okay, sorry, I gave a turn off signal. So with the init 0 you can just turn off the system. By init 6, so we have multiple signals, init 1 2 6, like we have multiple. So 0 is used for the shutting down the machine and 6 is used for the restarting. Let me restart. Let me restart by let me show you. So you know on how we can use the LP now, and in the LP also we have the capability of resizing the LP. Because of that we are using. So if you remember, once we are running this mkfs command and .ext4, so .ext4 is the extension type mkfs, so it's like make file system, and here we are using, okay, it's like first it will making and then it is using one more command internally, resize. Okay. So what is resize? Like it is reslicing the file system size. So the thing is, if you want to reslice the size, what's the means of reslice? It will check the current size of the for subtotal format, and it will rewrite the inode table. So I will show you how you can do the things. And if you see right now, okay, we'll see it's already mounted. Now it's already mounted, and if we have VG also, VG having around 20 gigs of file. So what I am doing, I am using 10 gigs more. So what I am doing, I am just extending this to like from 24 to 34, because we have a disk of one disk of 30 and one disk of 15. So generally we can't create more than 30 gigs, but right now we are creating around 34. So what I am using LB. Not I am not creating. I am using extend, and extend also how much size we have to extend. We are giving the size. How much we have to extend? We are giving 10 gigs. I have to extend, and tab FPIVG and this. So if you see, new size not large, and then let me take give you 7 gigs. Okay, sorry. I am giving one mistake. I have to give in this way. So what I am doing, I am just trying to give the smaller number. So if you are giving in the size, you are giving exactly the number. So it will try to make the size that. But if you want to increase a number, so like I want to increase 10 gigs, so I am giving plus 10. If you are giving 10, so it will think like for example, we can directly they give here 34, like a size space 34, so it will create the size of 34. Okay, so if I give, show you LV display, so now if you see LV size is this 34 gigs. Let me show you the demo what I am doing. Let me make it 35. I am giving 35. So if you see, it's created, and now if you see, here we have a 35. But if you are giving sing with LSBLK, we are seeing here 35. Okay, and yeah, this thing you are seeing. Also, if you see, Now we are having here also and here also, both the time it's pointing here. And df hyphen st, if you see here exactly what I want. So if you see by the df hyphen st, you will see here 24 gigs. So you can't store more than 24 gigs right now. Why? Because the thing is, we didn't created like, we can reformat it, but if you are formatting it again, so you will lose your data. So if you don't want to lose, what you can resize. We are using version 2, resize to fs. And which one we have to resize? We can give a like this mapper fti vg. So this part I'm giving. You can give this one also, which we are having here, and you can use this one also. So I'm just running this, and if you see this thing it's run, and it's saying uh, it's resized file system at this logical mount. It's mounted on this online resizing required, and this one is now done, not this much. So we are doing online resizing. Okay, and if you now you will see it becomes, yeah, the test it becomes 23, 33, it's 35, it's a previously it was 24. So like this way you can extend it. And for the reducing also, uh, you can use lv reduce, and it's the like if you have to do some backward steps, whatever we have to first unmount, and from after the unmount, if one more step is like you have to scan your inode. So for the scanning also you have e2fs tag, this thing. If you see, uh, let me show you the man. Yeah. So you can see this signals also, exit code also. So with this way you can, yeah, this one is like, this way you can use hyphen e, and there is a one extended option hyphen e, and there is one f, yeah, force file systems in the clean. So we are just cleaning the file system. It's not like we are losing the data, but we can do. Let me show you. I am using unmount, unmount kitchen dev slash mapper, and this one, sorry, it's not unmount, it's umount. So if you see, now here we don't have any mount point, and also if you see here we have unmounted. Right now we have 35 gigs, so I am reducing 3 gigs. How we can do? First we have to e2fs scan, which one, dev slash mapper slash FPI. So if you see, it's like the check is fine. A checking I know table size, directory structure, it's like everything right. So it's just rechecking before we are reducing, and then we can uh, we have used the this command, and we will give here the size. If so, previously we are not giving the size. Yeah, if you are not giving, and it will take the all the size. And if you want to, I am trying to give or reduce till 32 gigs. So if you see, I am just resizing it. It's resized the layer, and now you can see the LSBLK. Right now it's showing this, and I can't show this because we have not counted anywhere. But if you see LP display and this, right now it's 25. So, but we have resized the table, and what we can use. Previously, we are using the command called LV action. Now we are using LV reduce. Uh, how much size? 30. What I used here, 32. 32 gigs I am using, and from here so it's like you would really want to reduce. It's saying warning logical volume which are reducing to this may destroy your data file system. So it's like it's showing the warning because the thing is it will reduce, it will not lose your data, but the data which you store, it's like if more than 32 weeks it will destroy. So we don't have to reduce more than that. Always reduce that data which you have network. And if you now you will see it's 32, and unless here it will not show. Let me, if you see now it's 32. And for the mounting, what you have to do, you just have to mount it. Mount A means mount all the device which you have in the step. Now if you see it's mounted. Also you can see here it's 32 size available with this one. And here now it's here you will see also yeah, 32 is directly it's wireless BLK you will see two times. Okay, so like this way you can reduce, extend, and uh, you can use the uh, F step for mounting the thing. So you can like practice this thing in your system also. It will not take much resources, and it is not like if you are creating these much kind of disk, so you need this size in your system. It will create a dynamically disk, so it will not take all the these GB size from your system hard drive. You can practice this also. If you have anything doubts, you can ping on our group and other channels. We will try to help you. If you like this, if you are having anything, you can ping us, or till the time practice this all the concept. We will catch up in the next session on the next weekend. uh, uh, like so we are wrapping today. If you like this video, you can like and share with your known ones, and if you didn't hit the subscribe and the bell icon, you can do it. And till time,